well, I gotta be honest. I kind of messed up just a little bit. Teeny tiny bit. It's not nothing I can't fix. I mean, I kind of expected this, but so normally when I work with the foam, I do about say 4 ounces for one of these. Clearly, look at this. Oh my god. Clearly, I completely used too much for both of these. This one, oh my god. So I was just so excited to be working with foam again. Oh, it's very uncommon. I work with foam. So I mixed up, say, 24 ounces, I believe, or was it 16? I think it was 16 ounces. And this one came out. This one came out okay, as you can see. Didn't burst out, but did did fill up pretty well. So, so time to remove these from the mold and check it out. Then I'll go probably back in with my Sawzall and just kind of trim the fat, the excess foam. Creators, this is a prime example as to why you need to use like a release, like whether it's a petroleum jelly or some sort of spray, to especially with the foam. The resin not so much. I haven't really experienced too much problem, but with the foam, here's a prime example of why you need to put a release. Look at this. It's almost like the foam is completely adhering to the mold itself, and as I pull away, it's kind of tearing at the silicone rubber and negatively affecting the mold. Look at that. Now it's like damaged. So keep your mold safe. You always use a release or some sort of Vaseline or spray. Create a barrier, like a non-stick, because especially with foams, that'll happen. Oh. Created a Facebook ad promoting 5 images, because 5 is the max amount of images you could upload, and essentially it's one of those that you could scroll side to side seeing all the various images, and I was really pushing for my bone lamps for catacomb culture, and a skull, like a skull bowl and a skull bolo tie and all that. So like I said, just started that last night. I have it at like a $25 budget per day, which isn't that high. But the thing is it's a very targeted ads, so I'm targeting very specific cities that I know throughout the United States only, not internationally, just the United States, that I have been doing good with sales in. So let's check out the analytics we got going on. So here we go. As you can see, so far I've had almost 2,000 people reached with it, and that is 100%, well, mostly paid, very few organic, as you can see. And yeah, very good insight. Like I said, here's all my images. And I had the option to customize the shop now button, but I mean, it's all like presets, so it's not like I could type something in there. But as far as handmade sculptures, skull bolo, these are all things that I was able to customize and set. But I only had, say, like 50 characters max that I could do for down here. Then up here, I believe it was maybe 90 characters up top. So did that, and yeah, I'm very underwhelmed with the amount of likes. See, what I'm thinking is going on is the psychology of like the sponsored ad listing. So a lot of people are probably a little like hesitant to engage with it or like it, but let's see if we could really dive into the analytics. Okay, so it looks like I received 32 clicks on the ads themselves, the images. It looks like I got about 25 clicks on my other link up top. Not too bad. So, oh yeah, and it's only been 13 hours. So, and I believe I've already made a sale from this that covers the entire campaign for this weekend and Monday. Because, yeah, one thing I noticed was there's an abundance of Facebook activity from their users, specifically on the weekends. So that's when I like to target my ads, is weekends only. Throughout the week, it's like hit or miss, really, because I feel there's more of like a consistent schedule throughout the week that reduces the activity, whereas opposed to on the weekend, based on the demographic, there's more activity. Even in the groups, I get a lot of like my weekend post in Facebook groups, lots of good engagement, lots of activity, but throughout the week it's less, for sure, no doubt, less during the week. But for me, for my niche, probably different for you and your niche and the way you target your ads as well. But for me, I'm for right now, I'm pleased with so far my ROI on my Facebook ad. So I'll keep you posted. It's only been 13 hours. Have like 24 times 4, that many hours. So I'll keep you posted with any further developments or anything. All right, so I'm here at the Hazleton Art League, just wrapping up. Picked up my award for first place, abstract art, and yeah, just wrapping up a artist entrepreneur meetup. We, me and the attendees, we were talking about all kinds of market niche opportunities and really discovering where they are online, who they are, and how to target them with your ads. So usually what I like to talk about, I have a podcast on this. Check out my website, artbizshow.com, where I cover it more in depth. Full podcast, or just search Art Biz Show podcast on iTunes. It'll pop up. But yeah, I like to cover all kinds of things like the address, the location, the city that your target demographic lives in. Also the socioeconomics. This is like their gender, their age, their career, their education, their mindset, more or less. Also their psychographics, like their lifestyle, their values and attitude, because this will specifically help in your marketing campaigns. Like what kind of content are you producing that they'll be interested in? Also their behavior, like are they loyal to their brands, or how can you get them loyal? And a good way to test this is with all kinds of say like oh, share this, tag 2 friends and leave a comment, and feel free to, you might win a prize. You know, these contests or these giveaways. Great way to test your niche behavior and loyalty as well. Also consider product relations. Like, does your target market niche have a relationship to the product? Or how can you develop a relationship to the product? Say, for example, classic example is, say I'm a portrait painter and I make a portrait of you. Well, you're more inclined to be interested in the piece of art
because it's of you. So you have that relationship. So how can you either mentally or physically create some sort of relationship with your collector, your prospect, with the piece of art itself? Think about it.
After my meetup with the other artists and creators, it became clear to me that some creators, few artists, well, I guess a majority of artists, they have this idea in their head that their art needs to be a certain way and only that way, which is a great limitation to one's craft, one's skill, and one's time. Because say if you spend, like all day on a photo shoot just to get the right image, it was a lot of fun. You enjoyed the process. Now, when you take it to the market, when you take it for sales, when you give it to the world for sales, for money, you have to understand that you want the world to do what it wants with it. You want the market to help influence your creation process, so you can get more sales, build a faster reputation, and get that growth for your art, your reputation, your brand, your business. So say for example, if you're stuck in this with this mindset of like, oh, my watercolor paintings are only going to be, framed and displayed behind glass, that's it. But you have 5 prospects saying that no, they want to pay you for your design on, say, like a coffee mug, and they're willing to pay like, a couple $100s for it. Really? You're going to tell them no? You're going to be like, no, guys, that it's set in my business plan, my rules that I've set for myself. I can only sell artwork that is behind a frame with glass. That's it. It says in section 5A, no coffee mugs allowed. Like, come on, you have to work with the market if you're planning on actually making sales. Understand that the gallery system is so saturated by artists, and a lot of these galleries, if they're nonprofit, they don't really care about sales. They care more about filing for grants. If they're a commercial gallery, you're gonna have to wait months to years to get in with them. So when it comes to artist entrepreneurship or creator entrepreneurship, allow the market to help guide you in the direction that your business and brand need to go. Because never assume that you understand what the market wants, because you don't know what the market wants. For me personally, I've been sculpting and shipping myself worldwide, and day by day goes by, and I'm always getting new inspiration from prospects saying like, hey, would you ever do like a sculpture like this and that? Absolutely. You tell me what you want and I will gladly craft it for you. It's my passion. I love it. I love creating. So no matter what kind of ideas your prospects come to you with, remember that you love the art. The art is you. Don't limit yourself to setting these like fake rules for yourself. If you're an artist entrepreneur, it's you create the art and then you allow the market to do what it wants with it. That's it. If they want it on a shower curtain, let them have it. Whatever. Yeah. But if they want like your original, acrylic painted piece of art, let them have it. Whatever. It shouldn't matter. It should be the creation of your creations that matter. Whether it's the creations of your art, whether it's creation of your sculpture, whether it's creation of your photos, or whatever skill or service you offer. Oh. Also, another thought. When businesses, when location-based businesses say that they have nothing to offer online, they have nothing to offer globally, that's a huge misconception. Everyone has something to offer online. The problem with that
that they can't think outside of the box. If you're a location-based business not selling anything online, you're missing a huge amount of revenue. Huge, tremendous, enormous. God. Listen, the issue with location-based businesses is they're so used to dealing with the local economy, so used to staying in one area for a long period of times that I don't know if it's afraid of a fear of growth, or they just don't see that they're trapped inside a box, a dark box they're trapped inside of. So if you're a location-based business, trust me, send me an email at jc@artbizpro.com. I'd love to talk to you about ways you could promote your business and sell online to the global market. Also, one final afterthought is if you're a location-based business and you think, oh, you don't necessarily need to sell online because your sales are fine. You might own like a majority of the local market share. But like, what's going to happen when like Walmart moves next door and people go to Walmart instead of using your service? What's going to happen when Amazon, say if they decide to open up locations all over the world? What's going to happen when they move next door and offer a better deal, because they can offer a better deal because they don't rely on one industry for sales. Essentially, if you're looking to kind of think outside your bubble, just shoot me an email. I'd love to, just talk about ideas, see what's going on, help inspire you, help motivate you to move outside of that bubble, pop your own bubble, climb outside your box, look at the global market, not just your local market. So feel free, email me at jc@artbizpro.com. I'll talk to you later.